You have your top 3 weaknesses, identify. Top 3 weaknesses, identify. Very honest. Okay. You got your solution also? Jean?
Halfway there.
Halfway there. Slow decision. Okay. What? Okay. The action item got to be very specific. Later I'll show you all what do you mean by very specific. Where the top weaknesses. Okay. Involved in many things. Lack concern. Sometimes you feel you lack concern.
Lately, I just learned to not care about people and all.
But it's not that all the time you're like this, right?
I'm selective to people that I care about, but I'm kind to people. Does it?
Yeah.
I don't care about other people, but I am kind to you. Until you prove to me that you are unkind, then I
But this is nothing makes you feel like you have to improve on, right? No, it's not a weakness that is holding you back in achieving things, right? No, then this is not. What are the other 2, if you can find?
Impatient and involved.
Yeah, both. Yeah, like it must be a weakness that hold you back to do things better or to become a better self. That is a weakness. You feel that you could have achieved this, I could have do better, but because I am too impatient with people, then I offend a lot of people. No one wants to communicate with me. No one wants to work with me. Then that becomes a problem, a weakness, because you often do it this way. Yeah.
Maybe that one. It's hard for me to wait.
Understand. With one more.
One more.
Impatient as in when you make decision or.
It's hard for me to wait for people, and if I do wait, I can wait, but it will show in my face.
Understand. Totally understand. That is really a weakness. And then what's one more? What's one more if you can think of?
I don't know actually. I think I'm okay with this.
The rest is you're not experiencing all this lah.
No.
Okay. No problem. Top 3. Okay. You listed down, Jill? Yeah. Okay. Amber, you good?
These are the 3 weaknesses. When I come up my own, see the possible solution.
Okay.
But actually, this thing can address by using this.
Very good observation. Okay. A compliment to Amber. If you notice, right, basically your weaknesses is what you don't have, right? It's the opposite quadrant has it all. Correct or not? Opposite quadrant has it all. Do you agree? A good observation, Amber, very good. Shows you are I lah, fast learner. Shows you are truly an I, you are very fast. You learn very fast. So, if you look carefully, right, C is very organized, but I is very super messy. So, you gotta have a C friend to help you to how to organize, teach you how to organize, right? There should not be enemy in the first place, there should be best friend, right? So, that's why in the friends environment, complement very well, okay? But comes to work, because you come from different background, different school, different whatsoever, tend not to have better harmony than friend lah. Okay? Good observation, Amber. So, now all of you have listed down your respective weaknesses. Can I just, for primarily, the number 1 style is I1. Raise your hand, please. Can 4 of you sit and discuss what could be the best action plan for you to improve? You choose a corner, like you discuss. come up with at least five action plans, very specific one, okay? Very specific one. You don't tell, I want to be more organized. How to be organized? What do you mean by organized, okay? I want to be more analytical, because lack of careful thought, they make decision very fast. How do you do the action plans? Okay, maybe come up with 5 specific ones. You say that from now onwards, I will consult my friend before I make a decision. Otherwise, you will get into all over the place, right? So for all the future decision, at least 2 out of 10 decisions, I must consult my friend, whether this is a good decision or a bad decision, right? It's very specific, right? You know you can do it. 10 decisions, okay, I made 2 first. 2 must consult. The rest I can figure it out myself. Do this very specific action plan for yourself. Then only you can act on. If you say, I want to be organized, how? In specific, how you can do it, you don't know. Okay? So, can I request, like you group together, then you discuss.
Primary is I, but my most weaknesses are from D.
Doesn't matter, they are more or less the same. Okay?
So I stayed with D.
Stay with I. Stay with I first. You need to handle the primary. The primary style, most of it is with I. So work on the I first, because that's how maybe 70% of the time that you are behaving in the I style. Okay? I, and then D will be Jill, and then Boy, you can discuss what are the action plans that you can really do. S, I will work with you. Yeah? C and S can do together. The 3 of us can do together. Okay, we take about 15 minutes maybe. 1, 5. 1, 5. Okay. Okay, I actually have a part. I'm a C also. But I'm not my primarily lah, but I know what C's problem. Okay? So tell me about what are the plans that you wrote down.
One of it is my weakness is on slow decisions.
Slow decision, yes.
I tend to want to collect information first before I decide.
Yes. Same like me. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so maybe like I can be prepared, like along the way I get to know more information. Then when I need to make that specific that decision, then I know like what I need to do immediately.
Meaning that you first do something, you prepare some information first, then only if you think you want to use it, you take it out. Do more information collection first.
Along the way like that.
But how do you know that you're going to use this decision for sure? You're going to use this information for sure.
It's like be prepared first before it happens.
It's still not going to handle the weakness, okay? Because if you do this, right, it's making you to overanalyze even longer. Everything that you come to notice, okay, I better take this down, making you even more busy to take down information first, then to do the real thing. You might have been asked to make another decision, but busy taking information for some other decision which you're not doing at all, there's no point of doing that. Okay, so it's not going to help, this one, okay? You said you will be prepared first, right? Okay, so the second one, how?
Holding back on the truth. So
Okay,
I can learn to speak up more, be more
okay, that makes sense, okay, the third one.
to say no.
How to
I
say
can
no?
tell the truth in a different way, like to work around it, but to say the truth indirectly.
What do you think, Melissa?
I mean, I try to say like tell the truth in like a nice way rather than a direct one.
But
Indirect.
hard to say no. But then in a way you are telling it in a different way. No is just NO, But if you're telling a big round, right, that is maybe people may sound like YES,
I do the same.
So does it handle your problem or not? You see these two hand in hand, this one you say hard to say no. and then hold back the truth. So these two are hand in hand one. If you're not truthful to yourself, then how to be truthful when you're interacting with people? So no is just NO. How difficult is it for you to say no? Very difficult. Very difficult, okay. I can understand. Sometimes I also don't know how to say no. If I were to ask you something very specific for you to do, right, how would you help yourself to say no in future? If I come to you, hey, Melissa, let's go to have lunch in Setia Walk Mall lah. But you know, I don't know how to go there. I don't want to go. I don't want to go to Puchong. Puchong is not my place. I don't want to go. How are you going to help yourself to say that no? Okay, so are you going to say no or yes? Okay, just go ahead and say no, right? Okay, maybe a very straightforward, a very specific action is that for all the questions that come to you or a decision that come to you, instead of you doing 10 information, you need to go through 10 information. You said now I only need 5. If I meet these 5, I will make a decision. Okay. Of course, for you to start, not all the decisions must do like that because you all have been working in this manner for a long time. Take a chance and say that for all the future, next 3 decisions that I have to make, I just need 5 information. Tell yourself that first of all. Then second of all, for the next project that come to you or next decision that come to you, tell no if you can. Say no. Say no if this is really not what you want. But of course, you could support with things lah. But if you say no, just say no if you know that you don't want to do it. For all the 10 decisions, if all the 10 no decisions, all the 10 decisions that you feel like you have to beat around the bushes to tell the truth one, you say the first 2, I must say no. You know, some people might do this to you all the time, right? The I friend may do this to you, the D friend may do this to you. They know you'll be just going along. So if they're coming to ask you for this again, like you know, I don't really like lah. Just step up and say no. Tell yourself maybe for the next 1 month, if this person come to you, that is a specific action. I say no. That is actionable, right? Yeah. If you tell yourself, I will be prepared for more information, how are you going to act on it? How you are going to act on it? Hard, right? Hard, right? Hard, right? Because you don't know what are the information that will come along or what kind of decision are you coming along to do. Therefore, you gotta be prepared to say, I will only need 5 in the next few decisions. You decide the numbers yourself, but I only need to see these 5 information. Or I will take, usually you take 1 month. Now I said I want to cut down, I want to use only 2 days. Okay? Yeah. So that is a bit more specific for you to work on. Any other things that is different from your end?
My top 3 weaknesses comes from compliance.
Compliance, yes.
Self-isolation, overanalyze, and by the book.
By the book.
Yeah. I feel like my fussy side comes out because I'm by the book.
Definitely, I am too.
But for self-isolation, I feel like I just need to be around people more because I isolate myself because I'm generally shy. And
You tell yourself if you tell yourself you are shy, then you are shy all the way.
True.
I don't see you as shy, you know. In fact, I don't see you as shy. Yeah, you are just more internal. How exactly you can be less fussy? Very specific one, how do you do? How would you do? Let's say you have come to a point. Okay, my example, okay, sometimes I go shopping alone. Sometimes I cannot decide whether blue or pink or whatsoever color I like. Worst is, I don't think I will take 2 minutes. If I decide to buy, I will just choose one, whichever I come to me, the first one, the color that first attract me, I'll go with that. Instead of doing that. Now I train myself to think this way. So it's very specific, I can act on. So for you, what would be the specific action for you to act on?
If I'm by the book and my fussy comes from being by the book,
What are the circumstances that usually by the book for you?
usually like punctuality. It's like if something is like at 9 a.m., I
Uh-huh.
want to be there like at least 30 minutes before.
Yeah, yeah. Are you expecting the other people also doing the same?
Sometimes.
Sometimes yes, yeah.
If I set up a dinner
Uh-huh.
with friends, I say 7 p.m.,
Uh-huh.
I expect them to be there at least earliest 6:30 or 6:45.
Then what can you do differently?
Lower my expectations.
Yes, but that would make, yeah, that is one thing. Then if you could do differently on this, in particular in this situation,
For me,
tell them 6:30 lah.
Oh, 6:30.
Tell them 6:30 lah, right? Okay. But the thing is, can you accept or not? If let's say there are 7, you are going to start your dinner at 7. Anyhow, you start the dinner at 7, whether you come late or early, right? So can you accept if people come at 6:45? Can you accept people come at 6:30? Can you even accept people come at 6:15? What's the difference of it? Got difference or not? Anyway, you start at 7 ma. I don't care you come 6:45, 6:15. Any difference? Yeah. So think about it. If I manage to do it myself, doesn't mean that the rest of the people will be able to do it. But if you are going to expect people to do it, you got to adjust your expectation first and adjust how are you handling with them. Instead of 7, you tell 6:30 lah. If you want everybody come 6:30. Okay? Either you push up the expectation or your requirement with them. They don't know ma, the dinner is at 7 if you are inviting them. But you want them to appear at 6:30, just tell them 6:30 instead of 7. Yeah? Okay? Just tweak of mind on how you're handling with people. Good. What else?
Overanalyze.
Overanalyze. Same. Same. You need a lot of information like Jean, that you need a lot of information. What can you work on?
I'm an overthinker also.
It is.
I feel like that's why
You have a lot of information. You gotta think through, right? Every single one. What if I miss this one? If I miss that one?
What if is my biggest enemy?
Have you experienced that sometimes you miss something, but you felt like you are dying? Definitely, I'm not going to get through. But somehow you get through. Got this kind of situation, right?
Maybe
So-
when I was studying,
So did you die?
no,
Exactly. You survived through. So what does that explain to you?
that it's not as big as my mind tells me it is.
Exactly. So remind yourself of all those incidents that you thought you were going to die, but then actually it didn't. It was just as small as a cent. Yeah. Yes. So exactly what do you need to do? Very specific thing. Do you need all the information for you to make decisions? Like how many would you need moving forward? Okay. You probably need to have somebody who you can accountable to or you can talk to, that am I overthink assessing this? Yes. Okay. So
Sort of friend.
yeah, that is also a good idea. Yeah. Okay. Provided a friend knows your situation lah. You say they are trying to I want to try to reduce the time that I do to make decision. Can you be my checkpoint or not? Yeah. Okay. So what if you want to choose one thing that you want to work on from all this action? Right? What is that first thing you will do?
Overanalyze.
Overanalyze. Okay.
Because I don't only overanalyze situations, I also overanalyze people. Which then makes me assume like, oh, what if they don't like me?
Mm.
What if
Mm.
I'm boring?
Mm. Yes.
This person didn't smile back at me.
Yes.
Then this person hates me.
Yes. Yes.
Overanalyze.
True. Agree. So that is going to help you if you started to do this less. I'm sure you feel a lot more happier. You're free. Yeah, that's true. Yes. Are you ready to be freer? Yes. Jin, which one would you choose to do? Out of
First one, the
Yeah.
slow decision.
the OCD in terms of
The decision part. Yeah.
the decision part takes too long to decide. Okay. How would you want to do this?
Probably to limit myself. I just need 2 to 3 information. Then I can.
Thank you. You know like the first thing that you can do already after this. Because you tell yourself, I just pre-prepared. You are doing more things on yourself. Just something specific enough for you to start working on. D. How? What was the biggest challenge you had? Maybe the top one.
We are both D's, we're both impatient.
You felt that this is the biggest
Yeah.
weakness for you.
So our action plan is listen to all sides,
Mm-hmm.
empathize,
Mm-hmm.
be more sensitive by checking in daily. Yeah. Maybe like use
Okay,
words
I ask,
instead of
are
listening.
you sure you're going to do it? Be patient every day.
Not every day.
Exactly. Okay. I have a part of D also, so I understand that it's not easy. So you have to tell yourself that this is a starting, maybe a small step. You say impatient. What usually you impatient of?
On doing things, like
Mm.
if people are slow, then I'll be impatient.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe I will take over their task and do it myself.
Okay. I mean, if let's say got 10 times, how many times you take over?
10 times.
Okay. Yeah, I know. But okay, if that's the case, what exactly you can tell yourself to do?
Just dedicate to them and trust them.
Very good answer, but seriously, quietly you will still go and check, are they doing correctly or not? Okay, so you don't have to do it all the time like that. Let's say got 10 times, right? You can delegate for the first, as you start, right? You don't have to immediately do what you just said. It's a good answer, it's a good solution. But for us, is it easy or not to achieve? Okay, in one side, we are impatient. We also want to change ourselves. On one side, it's impatient. My actual result is pending on them. But is it going to happen immediately? Maybe you can tell yourself, out of the 10 times, maybe I will close my eyes for 2 times. Start from small steps first, then instead of you jump straight into it. I totally understand because as a D, I also think that, wow, I want to change, I change entirely. But very hard one. And you will come back and pinpoint yourself, how come I cannot do it? So simple. So instead, you make small steps, small changes instead of a big one. What about you? What do you think?
This
You also?
is
This is yours.
This is all mine.
This is all yours. And then what exactly you can do? If let's say, in terms of one specific action you can come after going out, right? You can do immediately one.
Be more sensitive.
How can you be more sensitive?
Check in with the,
Check in with who?
whoever that is.
That working with you.
Yeah.
Meaning that be more people oriented lah.
Yeah.
How?
Verbally.
How leh?
Words,
How leh? For example, I'm your colleague. Today I'm sitting there, you came into the office. What do you usually do? Let's say you haven't done anything. What would you usually be doing? You just go straight to your desk, is it? If let's say I'm your colleague, okay? Now we know each other for 10 years, for example. So now if you want to change, how would you do that? Now you come into the office, I'm already here already. You say verbally only, what do you want to do? I'm typing already, I'm doing my work, I'm already in office. What would you do?
check in, like, how's things like that.
Talk to me now. Hey, good morning, Jill. How are you today?
How's things? Everything okay? Yeah,
Oh,
let me
okay.
know if you need any help on this project X.
Okay, thank you. This is the first time you're telling me this. Thank you, Jill. I like that. I know you're very capable. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for willing to help.
Yeah.
You just have to do the first step. It's difficult, I know. It's difficult. I don't do this also. But my experience is as I move on as a manager, right, you have to start doing this already. Then only the empathy will come in. If you can't even say, hey, how are you? Then it's hard. Yes, it's hard. Sorry, kacau. But this is to push you lah. Since we are here already, I want you to be able to, to think of something the moment you go out, you can do it immediately. Okay, thank you.
Disobey.
Ladies, how is that action plan going? Is there something actionable the moment you walk out? I got many ideas one.
It is actionable.
Actionable.
It takes time.
Takes time. For example, for yourself, what is the action you will do right after this?
I need to focus on my internal validation because I'm self-critical very much.
You're self-critical. Mm-hmm.
So I need to be able to see things in the present.
Don't always chase for the new thing, is it? Okay.
So
How are you specifically going to do it? Leh? So it's like you think you can do it, but it's not actionable. Is that? Do you agree or not? The action plan is not actionable. Quite general.
it is actionable.
Yes. How are you going to do it? Let's say, right, you are feeling very self-critical right now. What is the steps you're going to take? Now that you know that this is your problem, and this is like attacking you right now, what do you need to do? You say you need to do self-validation. How do you do?
Deep breath first, and then focus on the present, appreciate the present, and then think why I have this kind of thought. Like
Okay.
journaling lah, like journaling.
Okay, that's a good point. One thing is journaling. If you have this thought, the moment you have it, pen it down, do a self-validation. So each time when you face this, are you going to do it all the time, journaling down? No. So, any specific time or frequency that you're going to do it? Like for example, like the next one that comes up immediately, I will journal down.
Usually I will just write it in my phone lah. Write it down. I mean, I don't know if you guys do this, but I use ChatGPT also
Yeah.
to somewhat explain to me, break down. Something like that lah. Macam break it down to me,
Okay.
my emotions and the situation that I'm going through.
Okay.
And then I jot it down. So things I'm going through, so it's not that serious pun.
Okay. So you have got to get somebody to talk to your problem and then to kind of like soften it down for you, like break it down for you and see things differently. Is it? Okay. So how often you face all these situations? All the time? Like every week you got once or 2 times, 3 times?
Once a week,
Once a week? So are you able to do this one thing that whenever it attacks you again, you will start doing this? Can. So this is one actionable item that you sit down and then you write down, journaling down.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Every time this weakness attack you, you will do it.
Yes.
Okay, that's actionable. Yeah. Okay. Journaling down is actionable.
It is.
If you say self-validation, your mind will, I don't know what to do. Then you forget about it. Then the weakness still there. Understand? Okay. Carol, what do you think? What is the action plan for yourself? The top one, the top weakness.
I would say this one, not able to compare everything. So it's actually after we discuss also. Not able to focus. Because for me, what I'm already doing is I try to delegate things, something like in work-wise, I delegate things to my teammate. I have confidence in them they actually can handle. I don't need to like do everything by myself. That's what I already doing. Then after discussion, then I guess I'm sharing from others. I'm more magnify the strength. Yeah. So because I think Amber just now she mentioned about satisfaction as well. I think that's a thing that I already ignore for sometimes. Because I like the situation where everyone in the win-win situation. which makes me sometimes I forget about myself.
Mm.
So now I wanted to start thinking about my own happiness first, and then I focus on the win-win situation.
Then, it's still not solving you're not able to focus everything on. You see,